One of the things that I completely forgot about that Microsoft announced at E3 this year is original Xbox backwards compatibility. And 2017 is almost over, and yes, it is still on track to releasing this year. What is going on, guys? Randall Thorne 18, man with the million, back again with another video. And yeah, third video for the day. A lot of interesting stuff from Phil Spencer at the Brazil Games show, an interview with GameSpot. And I know people want this. A lot of people are looking forward to Xbox backwards compatibility. And honestly, I forgot it was even coming out this year, to be honest with you. I completely erased it from my memory because, as you know, I really have no use for backwards compatibility. Now, with that said, I actually would use this more, or possibly more, than I would use the Xbox 360 back compat, because I didn't play a lot of original Xbox games besides, like, KOTOR and Halos and Chronicles of Riddick and such. So it is something I would actually check out in comparison to the 360. I'm just kind of wondering how many other people are in that kind of same boat as me. You know, I'm kind of curious to see how the games will run. And Phil actually talks about that in this article from GameSpot. He says that they're close. They're really close. He says he can see all the games that they're getting and all the approvals in the pipeline. And he also mentions that there is a feature that they haven't revealed yet about how those games, these Xbox original games, will actually run on the Xbox One S. He says there's some stuff we're going to talk about in the space in terms of how compatibility is going to work on Xbox One X specifically that I think people will find pretty interesting. Now, I wonder what that could possibly be. Maybe better, I don't know what it could be. Could it be like better frame rate, better resolution? I mean, I know like it's going to run games better, but specifically about the X that wouldn't work on a regular Xbox One, I'm kind of curious about that. Now, there's only 2 games confirmed right now for the program, and that's Crimson Skies and Fusion Frenzy. And they also said don't get your hopes up about the library being as big as the Xbox 360, but there will be a bunch of games. And whenever it does release, I'll probably make a video about it, showing the games that are available and how they actually work on the Xbox One or the Xbox One X, depending on when this thing actually launches. I'm curious to probably when. I wonder if they're going to launch it on the date of the Xbox, the original Xbox launch date, which I know it's in November sometime, but it's kind of escaping me. Maybe it was like the 14th or the 15th or something like that. The original Xbox launch. I think maybe that would probably be a good time to launch the program. Just be like, hey, it's the X such and such 15th anniversary or 16th anniversary of Xbox, the original. Release the program then, and then I'm curious to see how many games they're going to support it. Is it going to be 10 games, 15 games, 20 games? I'm kind of curious to see that. And I'm curious to see what the collection, how they're going to curate some of these titles, because there are a lot of bad games on the original Xbox, just like there are a lot of bad games on the PS2, and there's a lot of licensing issues with songs and things like that, and a lot of the companies don't even exist anymore, so it's going to they're going to run into some problems. And then Phil even mentions in the article, he says that some games just don't hold up well. He says some of these games hold up really well, some of them don't. But the gameplay mechanics that made you smile on your face 15 years ago playing those games, those things are still there. So some games will hold up like you remembered, and some games you'll probably get back and play and be like, wait a minute, I liked this game back then? So I'm curious to see, like I said, the release date, the number of titles that they're going to launch, and the prices that they're going to, sell. That's kind of an interesting topic in itself, because what would you accept for a price for an original Xbox back compat game? A lot of these 360 games can go from anywhere between $10 to $20. In fact, Fable Anniversary, which just went Xbox 360 back compat, is like $40 digital. So I'm wondering, what is the ceiling? What is the most you would pay for a digital version of an original Xbox game? Like if they put the original Brute Force, like God forbid they would actually do that, which they're not going to, because they're just not going to, because Brute Force is terrible. But for the sake of the argument, let's use Brute Force as the example. You put that in back compat, how much do you sell it for? Do you sell it for $5? Do you sell it for $10? Do you sell it for $15? Do you sell it for $20? What are the price points they're going to kind of look at here with some of these games? Because Microsoft has never sold any of these original Xbox digital games, right? You would assume they'd have to be priced lower than 360 games because these games aren't going to feature multiplayer. Like Crimson Skies is not going to have multiplayer. They're not going to have Xbox achievements because this is going to be like straight emulation. So there's no achievements, no multiplayer, and I kind of wonder how that is going to affect a lot of people like going back and revisiting these games. I think the program would be worth a lot more if you could get achievements, and that's, I know you guys are probably like, well, Rand, you're an achievement guy, million gamer score. I think achievements matter to a lot of people, even if like they don't have a gigantic gamer score. Some people may be more willing to check out Chronicles of Riddick on the Xbox and maybe get some achievements for it than if it didn't. So I think that might be an issue. But I'm just kind of curious to see the pricing structure of these games, because I can't see it being $5, because not only do you have the original, your games you're selling on the Xbox One right now, all the ID at Xbox games that range from anywhere from like $2 to $40, the AAA games that are $60. You also have Xbox 360 back compat games, which can have a varying rate, and now Xbox back compat games. So they got to fit in somewhere there. I'm expecting higher than 5, at least 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if most of these games were sold for $15. So I'm going to be interested in checking out the program, seeing how it runs, seeing what games are coming out. And my prediction is that they will launch this program on the anniversary of when the original Xbox One launched, which, like I said, I'm not sure what the date was, so sometime in November, I think it's when it'll launch. And they'll probably launch with, I would guess, 10 games in preview program. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I will take a look at those Xbox back compat games as they come out. And that's the video. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Like I said, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I really do appreciate everybody that watches all the videos, and hit that like button and shares it on social media. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys have a good rest of the night, and I will see you tomorrow with some more videos. Thanks, guys. And have a good one. Later.